All right. Here we are, week 17 of prep, and officially 3 weeks, 2 days left to go, if you can believe it. So, yeah, time is getting very short to the show, Muscle Contest, or to be more precise, Tournament of Champions. That is the tournament that I'll be entering, and will be competing in the True Novice division and also the 40 plus division. So at this point in time, I'm really excited to be doing this. It's something I've been wanting to do since my 20s. So I'm actually quite excited. We're getting close to the end of the road now. I am still very, very worried about how my physique looks, although everyone is saying that I'm looking very, very good. I'm probably the worst of all my worst critics. So it's one of those things, but I need to trust in God that everything's going to pull through and everything's going to work out, and I'm going to look like I belong on stage. And that's what I'm working towards, and that's why I've got Alan to help me out, get me to that stage, and get me out of my own head, basically, is the biggest thing that I'm having a challenge with right now. But all that being said, very excited to be, getting involved, doing all of this stuff. And yeah, it's going to be fun. It's going to be exciting. It's going to be sorry, I actually just forgot to put this on Instagram, but a lot of people actually, I don't have enough followers on Instagram to be doing these sort of things live. So if you want to help a brother out and get me some more Instagram followers, I'd be appreciated. Bit of a shameless plug there, don't really care. But yeah, if we can get that sorted out, that would be awesome. But and same thing with TikTok. You got to be doing games and stuff like that, so it's a bit crazy. But anyway, yeah. So look, that is where we are right now. So very excited, but I will be honest, taking some serious strain with regards to the energy levels and things like that. I mean, it was at one stage. Yeah. So look, it was at one stage. How shall I say? At 4 o'clock in the afternoon, I would start fizzling out. Now it's almost about 2 o'clock in the afternoon. I start fizzling out and I start getting really, really tired and things like that. And yes, sleep has been a big problem, but I've invested in some products, and I'm going to share with you guys now those things that I'm trying out and how I found it to be effective or not. And we're going to just talk about that. And yeah, it's been a bit of a struggle, but we're getting there, and still trying to be, I think probably the worst part is not being as attentive as a father and a husband sometimes. So I'm always trying to check myself, making sure that I'm always trying to be there, not losing my temper too much. But I just go very, very quiet, not as talkative and things like that. So I don't know if that affects the family dynamic too much, but that is something to be aware of. That is something that's going to happen when you get through these sort of things. But before I forget, if you guys are looking to get into the best shape of your lives and you're looking for a program that is built around your lifestyle, whether it is just to get the best physique of your life, you want to start competing, or if you want to go into a photo shoot, DM me for coaching. I've got spaces available, so I'm more than happy to take on clients right now. And we can definitely work together to get to your goals and your achievements and work around what works best for you. So don't hesitate to reach out. So that all being said, we are now, as I said, we're into the last couple of weeks, and sleep has been a big issue for me. With going into such a deep cut, you are going to have these issues where you're waking up because your body's actually hungry, and it's going to, cortisol levels are going to shoot up, and they're going to wake you up, and then you just battle to go back to sleep again. And it's been up and down. Been using some peptides, DSIP and Selank. They have been helping, but there's been other issues as well. So sleeping with my mouth open has been a big issue. Nasal breathing has been a bit of an issue. And then also, the dreaded blue screen or blue light knocking you out and keeping you awake and stopping melatonin production from being produced has also been a bit of a challenge. So I came across, I've seen these guys quite a bit around, and they are Irish-based company. There's no affiliation here or anything like that. Maybe later down the line if things go according to plan, but right now there is no affiliation with this company. So this is me purchasing the stuff out of my own pocket, no discounts, commissions, or anything like that. And the company is, probably heard of them, is Naze. So I saw one of their, I think it was a Facebook ad, Instagram ad, and I picked up the combo deal, and it is a nasal strip and then mouth tape. Now, I've always been reluctant to use the mouth tape because I've always wanted to use the mouth tape to stop snoring and to stop the mouth breathing. But having a beard has always been something that I've been worried about. I don't want to be pulling out half of my beard every single time I go to sleep. And I can tell you from the mouth tape perspective, it has been awesome. I think there was a little bit of anxiety the first and second night I used it, not being able to breathe through your mouth, and it's a bit of a change there. But the material, I'll get it out for you. And this is the mouth tape here. It is super soft, and it really does stick onto your mouth, onto your lips, and it stays stuck so long as you do it correctly and you rub it down for a few seconds and it stays on. But it doesn't like pull off half of your skin when you take it off and things like that. And I've managed to, I've had to have taken it off to speak to my missus or something halfway through the night, maybe 2-3 times, and I've always been able to adhere back on. Very soft, very gentle, and there's no smell of glue or any of that crazy stuff. So really, really awesome product. I'm really happy about that. How do I know that it's working? Well, number one, the tape is still on when I wake up the next morning, but I don't have dry mouth anymore. The sleep, when I am getting the sleep, is much deeper, much better, and no complaints about snoring. So something's got to be working there. So that's always a good thing. The other thing that comes in the combo is the nasal strips. So it's a little strip like that. And this basically just goes on top of your nose like that. And it's got a bit of a backbone onto it. So it just holds it into position, and then it just opens up the nostrils a bit. I do find that it helps, but I do have a little bit of a issue with my right nostril where it just flares up quite a bit. So I still need to use a decongestant every now and then. But generally, you can feel that you're breathing in a lot more air. You just got to get the positioning right across your nose. And that's quite a big thing. And I mean, this was, if I'm not mistaken, I think it's €30 for the two, and it's 30-day supply. So I mean, you can get onto a subscription model, which is even cheaper, but it's really not that bad, for the mouth strip and the nasal strip, and it's such good quality. It's so soft, and the glue sticks on, but it doesn't yank off if you have to take it off, if you know what I mean. So really, 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 really like these products. So big shout out to the guys at Naze there. And then the other product I really like from them, and I bought this. This is sort of my combo I would recommend to any one of my clients who are battling with sleep, is the actual spectacles. So I'm just going to put these guys on. So these are the blue light spectacles, right? And it basically cuts out 98% of the blue light. Now, I will start wearing these around about 6 in the evening, but I like to do it about 3 hours before going to bed. They recommend probably about an hour at minimum. And basically the purpose for this is to stop the blue light from entering the eyes, and that blue light stops melatonin from being produced. So it stops you from falling asleep and staying asleep. So for me, the specs were also, I think, €30, which is much cheaper than other places I've seen. And it works an absolute treat. The first day I actually wore it, I think it was at night, that night, I actually put it on. I could actually feel like relief in my eyes and my brain from the overstimulation of the blue light during the evening. So now I wear it. Yes, it takes a bit of getting used to, and your colors are not perfect, obviously, because you're cutting out all the blue lights. So don't go like online shopping, trying to buy shoes or something if you're looking for different colors and stuff like that. And don't drive with those on. You're going to get into an accident. But it really does work well. And I think it is it's a brilliant deal for the price that you're getting. And it does I felt it has made a big difference for the quality of my sleep. And the moment I'm I'm still using my phone at night, checking on clients, checking up on their progress and stuff like that. And I just wear it all the way until I go to bed. And even if sometimes I do wake up in the middle of the night and I can't go back to sleep, I will put those back on and then jump on my phone. But then I find myself going back to sleep very, very quickly afterwards. So it's not like I'm getting bombarded with blue light. So big shout out to them. Really good products, high quality. I thought it was going to be a bit more painful, especially having a beard. I thought it was going to pull a lot of the hairs out and things like that. Absolutely no issues whatsoever. And my beard hair was longer than it is now. No issues. So, if you want to try out a really good product, give these guys a shot. It's well worth the investment. So that's that. I wanted to bring that up. I just posted a video on how to make contest prep friendly waffles. A bit of the backstory there, I do mention it in the actual video on YouTube and in TikTok, that it basically was the family was having waffles and things like that, and I just wanted to have something to eat. I also wanted to have waffles, but there was nothing there for me to have. So what I did was I just took a little bit of proteins and eggs from one meal and then added it to my oats meal that I had for that day. So my calories are all exactly the same. There's no change in my calories, so I'm still on point. It's still the same foods, etc. And I managed to make pretty good waffles. I will say that the whey drip really is the flavor and the taste and the what brings that whole thing together. But it's nice to be able to have something other than just plain oats. So check that video out. Let me know if you've tried it, if you enjoyed the recipe or not, and what combinations you did and what different types of proteins and whey drips that you use. So next time I'll probably go with a chocolate whey drip instead of the cereal milk whey drip. But definitely try that out. Well worth it. Other things that happened this week. So I checked out my past photos from the photo shoot that I did last year to this year. And then people were my coach was saying to me that now I'm looking a lot better than I was then. I'm a lot leaner, etc. And then just having a look at how that transformation has occurred, I've probably put on an estimate of about 5 to 7 pounds of lean muscle mass. So quite a bit of muscle, probably about 3-4 kilos within a year, which is quite a bit, especially at this stage. And very happy with that, but I still don't see it as per normal. But very happy with how that's progressed. I'm still suspect about the amount of body fat, etc. I don't think I'm as lean as I was then, but sometimes you just got to listen to the other people because you're just too critical about your own physique, and you've got self-blinders on basically, or self-blindness. So yeah, it's been a challenge between the energy levels and the mood swings and things like that, and just trying to keep everything in check and not taking it out on people, and just making sure that you are not, like I said, not taking it out on other people, and just you doing it to you. I chose to do this, so I can't be like that for other guys, for the family. So that's why I do what I'm doing. Other things to talk about. Let's see. That also brings up, something like a peptide like retatrutide. I think something like that, if you are at this stage of your life where you got family and, trying to get into a competition and things like that, using a tool like a retatrutide peptide, in my opinion, this is not advice, this is not prescription, this is just entertainment and educational purposes. But I think it is quite a wise decision because it takes a lot of that grumpiness away, and you don't want to be punishing your family and your friends for something that you're trying to do. So this is something that can help you. But like with any peptide out there, you have to earn the right to do this. So you've got to be able to do this at least once without any assistance like that. And you can't rely on it all the time. It's just a tool. It's something that we use and then we move away from it. I think a lot of people are using these GLP-1s as the solution to their problems, or any of these peptides, but you've got to build the new habit. You've got to build the discipline. You've got to build these things, because once you go off of it, you need to rely on those habits. You need to rely on the new discipline and the new things that you've learned to continue doing these things. You can't just rely on the tool all the time. So that's just something I wanted to mention there. And look, if you guys are on a GLP-1 drug and you don't know what to do once you're on it or how to get off of it, I'm here to help out. Just DM me. We can have a chat about it. I do put a blueprint together where I show you how to come off of it, what you need to do, and how to transfer to get off the drug if you want to, or how to build the habits while you're on it. It's a once-off consultation, and we go through that whole process. And then if you decide to work with me after that, whatever you pay for the roadmap, we do, take it off the next month's coaching. But even if you want to just sit and chat initially about certain stuff, I can do a free consult in that regard. But yeah, those are the things really I wanted to discuss today. I didn't think I was going to speak for this long, but because I'm really, really tired. But it's worked out quite well. And yeah, I'm going to be doing some more reviews on products and things like that. No, again, as I mentioned, no affiliation codes or anything like that. My affiliation codes are with Tough Wraps, high quality products there. Get 10% off if you go to Coach Rob using code Coach Rob, and Saved Products or Saved Clothing, both the American and international website. Use Coach Rob for 15% or 10% discount, possibly 15% discount. I need to negotiate there. Gympin, also discount code there for 10%, Coach Rob. And I'll put a list of all affiliates that are on my with my name on it on Instagram and TikTok. So if you guys are looking for good deals, it's usually about 10% to 5%. Use the code. You guys get a great discount. I only refer people to products that I use or I trust in. I'm not going to just take a product because, oh, they're cool or they're willing to pay me money. That doesn't work that way for me. If I'm not prepared to use it myself, I'm not going to recommend it. And that's just how I do things. But anyway, all right, that's me done. Thank you so much for your time. Take care. God bless. And remember to always put your weights away. And if you are looking for coaching to get into the best physique of your life, or go on stage, or do a photo shoot, DM me for coaching, and we can get started. Take care. God bless.